War is a crucible where technology meets destruction, where human ingenuity crafts instruments of unimaginable power. World War II wasn't just a clash of nations, it was a battlefield of innovation, where each side sought to create the ultimate weapon. What if I told you that some of the most fearsome, groundbreaking weapons ever devised were unleashed during this conflict? Imagine rifles that could cut through the deadliest conditions, bombs that could decimate entire cities, and machine guns so advanced they changed the very nature of warfare. But these aren't just weapons, they're the embodiment of a world on the brink of chaos. Stay with us as we delve into the top 10 heavy weapons of World War II, each more powerful and terrifying than the last. You won't believe what we've uncovered. In the symphony of war, every weapon plays its part. But few instruments resonated with the same iconic clang as the M1 Garand. This wasn't just a rifle, it was the trusty companion of millions, the difference between life and death on battlefields across the globe. Imagine, if you will, the beaches of Normandy, the unforgiving jungles of the Pacific. The air is thick with the stench of cordite and fear, the ground vibrates with the thunder of artillery, and amidst this maelstrom, the M1 Garand sings its deadly song. 8 rounds, rapidly delivered, each one a testament to American industrial might. Then that unmistakable sound, a metallic echo that signaled death for the enemy, and a brief respite for the GI. The M1 Garand was more than just a technological marvel, it was a symbol of American ingenuity and determination. It was the rifle that helped win a world war, and its legacy continues to this day. Sometimes the most ingenious weapons are born not of brute force but of sheer audacity. The bouncing bomb, a weapon seemingly ripped from the pages of a pulp science fiction novel, is a testament to this idea. This was a weapon that dared to defy gravity itself, all to strike a blow at the heart of the Nazi war machine. Picture this, the dead of night, 1943. The roar of engines fills the air as Lancaster bombers fly low over the water, their target, the heavily fortified dams of the Ruhr Valley, the industrial heartland of Germany. These dams weren't just concrete and steel, they were lifelines supplying water and power to the Nazi war effort. Destroying them would be a crippling blow, but conventional bombs were useless. Enter the bouncing bomb. The raid, codenamed Operation Chastise, was a story of incredible bravery and sacrifice. There's a saying among soldiers, if you hear the bullet, it wasn't meant for you. But in the case of the German MG-42 machine gun, there was no such comfort. The MG-42 didn't fire bullets, it unleashed a storm, a relentless torrent of lead that could rewrite the landscape and redefine the meaning of fear. Imagine yourself pinned down on the front lines, the air thick with the smell of sweat and gunpowder. Suddenly a sound cuts through the chaos, a high-pitched, ripping sound that chilled the blood, the sound of the MG-42, nicknamed Hitler's buzzsaw. With a blistering rate of fire up to 1,500 rounds per minute, it didn't just fire bullets, it practically liquefied the air around them. The MG-42 was more than just a weapon. It was a force of nature, capable of pinning down entire squads, turning assaults into suicidal charges, and leaving behind a symphony of destruction. Allied soldiers spoke of its terrifying sound in hushed tones. The MG-42 was a masterpiece of engineering, a testament to German industrial prowess. Chapter 4. The V-2 rocket, Vengeance from the Skies. For millennia, the sky had been a source of wonder and fear, a canvas for gods and monsters. But in World War II it became something else entirely, a launching pad for a new breed of terror, the V-2 rocket. This wasn't just another bomb, this was a weapon that seemed ripped from the pages of science fiction, a harbinger of a future where no one was safe, not even those hiding beneath miles of atmosphere. Imagine this, you're in London, 1944. The Blitz seems to be a fading nightmare, a memory of darker days. But then, without warning, a terrifying roar splits the sky. A double sonic boom, a sound unlike anything ever heard before, precedes a devastating explosion. The V-2 had arrived. This ballistic missile, a technological marvel for its time, was unlike anything the world had ever seen. Launched from mobile platforms, it could reach altitudes of over 60 miles, briefly touching the blackness of space before plunging back to Earth at supersonic speeds. Chapter 5. The Thompson submachine gun, Chicago typewriter. The trenches of World War I, a festering scar across the face of Europe, gave birth to many horrors. But amidst the mud and madness, a new breed of weapon emerged, one that would become synonymous with the gangster era, and find its true calling in the hands of Allied soldiers during World War II, the Thompson submachine gun, better known as the Tommy gun. Imagine, if you will, the claustrophobic chaos of urban warfare, the close-quarters fighting in the rubble of bombed-out cities. In this environment, the Thompson was king. With its distinctive drum magazine and its .45 caliber punch, it was a force to be reckoned with. The Tommy gun was more than just a weapon, it was an icon, a symbol of American firepower and grit. From the beaches of Normandy to the jungles of the Pacific, it provided much-needed firepower for soldiers facing overwhelming odds. Chapter 6: The Panzer Shrek Terror of Steel. On the battlefields of World War II, the tank reigned supreme. These steel behemoths, seemingly invincible, could crush opposition and reshape the landscape with their firepower. But even the mightiest giants have their Achilles heel. For the German army, facing down a tide of Allied armor, that answer came in the form of the Panzer Shrek, the tank terror. Imagine the situation. You're a German infantryman, facing down a column of Sherman tanks rumbling towards your position. The ground trembles, the air is thick with the smell of diesel and fear. You know that your rifles are useless against these steel monsters. Enter the Panzer Shrek, a weapon that embodied desperation and ingenuity in equal measure. This rocket-propelled grenade launcher, while crude by modern standards, was a game-changer. August 6, 1945 is a date forever etched in memory. Above Hiroshima, Japan, the world witnessed the atomic bomb, a weapon so powerful it vaporized a city, a force of nature unleashed. The Manhattan Project birthed this monster. Little Boy and Fat Man, testaments to human ingenuity and warnings of unchecked ambition. The mushroom cloud over Hiroshima marked the atomic age. The world watched in horror. Chapter 8: The STG-44, the dawn of the assault rifle. The battlefields of World War II were cauldrons of innovation. New doctrines, tactics, and weapons emerged, redefining warfare. The German Sturmgewehr 44, or STG-44, was the world's first true assault rifle. It bridged the gap between rifle accuracy and machine gun firepower. Firing an intermediate cartridge, it offered range, accuracy, and firepower. Chapter 9: The M2 flamethrower, the Dragon's Breath. War is hell, and few weapons embody that grim truth as viscerally as the flamethrower. In the Pacific Theater, the M2 flamethrower symbolized terrifying power and brutal close-quarters combat. Imagine yourself on Iwo Jima or Okinawa, the air thick with the stench of cordite, pinned down by enemy soldiers in fortified bunkers. You need a weapon to reach into the darkness and break their defenses. That weapon is the M2 flamethrower. It unleashed a torrent of liquid fire, incinerating everything in its path. Chapter 10: The M1 Bazooka, David vs. Goliath, revisited. On the battlefields of World War II, the tank stood as a symbol of overwhelming might, a steel leviathan capable of crushing opposition and dictating the terms of engagement. But as history has often shown, even the mightiest giants have their weaknesses. For the Allied soldier facing down the armored divisions of the Axis powers, that answer came in the form of a seemingly simple, even crude weapon: the M1 Bazooka. Imagine, if you will, the scene. You're an American infantryman, part of a unit tasked with holding a vital crossroads. Suddenly the ground begins to tremble, the air thick with the rumble of approaching diesel engines. From over the crest of a hill they appear, a column of panzer tanks, their guns trained menacingly on your position. Panic sets in. Your rifles are useless against these steel behemoths. Enter the M1 Bazooka, a weapon that embodied the American spirit of ingenuity and improvisation. This rocket-propelled grenade launcher, while simple in design, packed a serious punch. Outro echoes of the arsenal. These weapons, forged in the fires of a world at war, not only shaped the outcome of World War II, but cast a long shadow on the future. Each one, a testament to human ingenuity, for better or worse, stands as a stark reminder of our capacity for both creation and destruction. The M1 Garand, the bouncing bomb, the MG-42, the V-2 rocket, the Thompson submachine gun, the Panzer Shrek, the atomic bomb, the STG-44, the M2 flamethrower, the M1 bazooka. These are not just names in a history book, they are echoes of a world on the brink, whispers of the horrors that humanity can unleash when driven by ideology and fear. But they are also testaments to our resilience, our ability to innovate, to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. If you found this journey through the arsenal of World War II as mind-blowing as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's so much more to uncover, and we can't wait to share it with you.